authorized by the clerk. So I'm going to be entering that into the record now. What's going on in the game? Oh, somebody filed a lawsuit. That's great. What's going on? Oh, you got one. What's this guy for? Oh, you got a PC hearing? All right, let's do it. Mr. Feelings?
I'm just talking to him right now, actually.
Okay, great. He's in lockup?
Yeah, we're back here.
Okay. Great. That sounds good. If possible, it'll be okay. So we're just waiting for the
Can you have one of the deputies come get us?
yes. Somebody go get them. It's
no, not that guy. Not that guy. Other guy. All right, shall we go?
Yep. Who's the arresting officer? Is it dev type?
Yep.
Okay, can somebody bring up dev type?
Right, how is there a criminal in the stairs? And why did he get fucking bodied by Tony? That's insane. He's executed. Judge
okay.
executioner, really.
Thank you, Judge Tony, for your service to us. Okay, can somebody bring up dev type, please?
He's gonna have to say it in the chat, bro.
Yeah, I think all the mod there. Okay. Well, actually, I can.
Arthur, just dip and then come back. You should do it now.
Oh, okay.
All right, can you hear me? Oh, where'd he go?
He's coming back.
All right.
Okay. All right, this works. Thank you.
All right.
All right. So, Mr. Dev Type, can you sit? Can somebody sit this man next to his attorney?
Yeah, you want me to uncuff? If I uncuff him, he's gonna LTAA. Trust me.
Yeah, he's good right there.
Just like put him there. That's fine.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Type. All right. Before we get started, do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony that you give before this court will be the truth?
I affirm under the pains and penalties of perjury. Okay.
Okay. Awesome. Mr. Type, what are the charges?
All right. So I was driving my Actilla. Oh, fine. Charges: reckless driving and criminal speeding.
Okay. Now let's hear the.
I was gonna charge him for failure to yield, but nah. Okay. I was driving my Actilla down the street by the Palmer Car Dealership and Tom's, that street over there. This guy was driving 30 miles above the speed limit. I think he was going 100. I think he was going 100, something like that. I clocked him out at. I clocked him at 90. I have to check my clip if it's saved. And he was driving on the opposite way, failed to signal, ran a bunch of red lights, was swerving all over the place, and was driving very dangerously. When I tried to stop him, he initially did not, and then eventually he finally stopped, but he also failed to indicate, to signal, so that was an additional charge. When I walked up to his car, I ordered him out by forcing him out of the car, and I arrested him. And now we're here.
Okay. All right. Thank you, officer.
Very good.
Bring the defender up.
He's a traffic criminal.
Clearly.
Yes.
Could somebody bring up the defendant?
Why is my skin so pale?
Why is the sheriff not responding? Hello, Mr. Bailiff.
What do you want? I'll bring him up. Whatever.
All right.
He's AFK.
Mr. Black Knight, you are charged with 1 count of
I don't think
reckless.
he's in the VC, bro.
Okay, so how about Mr. Feelings? You answer on his behalf.
Yep.
Was charged with 1 count of reckless driving in violation of Ridgeway Criminal Code Section 7.02. It's an infraction. Really, it's an infraction. Punishable up to 10 minutes in jail or a fine of $550, and he's charged with criminal speeding, violation of Ridgeway Code Section 7.07C. It's a misdemeanor, punishable by a $650 fine or 5 minutes. I Okay. So anyway, the understand the charges.
Yeah, we understand the charges. Yes.
Is it says right for me silent?
I'm not sure that he's, but I don't think he's going to speak. I'm going to speak on his behalf.
Okay, good enough. Okay. All right. Are you any mitigating factors or anything you'd like to say?
Yeah. We have a couple things to bring up, I suppose. Namely, the fact that the entire officer's testimony here is subject to challenge and impeachment. I don't think we need to go down that road, but I'm sure that we can all agree that running, quote unquote, a bunch of red lights is not an accurate offense description, as well as the fact that the officer states he was driving 100 down said road, and then later said that he clocked him at, he thinks, around 90. He thinks? What? I mean, honestly, Your Honor, I could see. You can wait, and you can respond when I'm done.
Okay.
Sorry, that was aggressive. My
You're
apologies.
good. Okay.
And based on the statement,
I just remind him the rules of criminal procedure. A probable cause hearing cannot take over 5 minutes, and an extension cannot be granted by a judicial officer under any circumstance.
Okay. Thank you, Judge Brett.
who asked? Anyways, and essentially, Your Honor, there's no probable cause for reckless driving. There's no probable cause for criminal speeding, because the officer is unable to account necessarily in his statement for the actual speed which was committed. As for reckless driving, I mean, I don't know. It would depend on whether the court finds that those infractions add up to the required amount. But he also fails to allege a timeline, so there's definitely questions there as well. We think that there's no probable cause on either of those charges.
Okay. State. I gave you an invite, by the way, Rami. Muted.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
They would just like to point out that we have not been able to examine the officer ourselves, so we would move for that to be the case immediately. Thank you very much.
I mean, I don't think
It's
that's
not
necessary.
standard procedure, Your Honor. We object to that. Frankly, the officer is only entitled to give a statement, and then may be compelled, I suppose, to answer questions from the defense in order to impeach such statement. But the statement itself is unenforceable at this time.
The statement constitutes his testimony. So, my thing would just say for the next one, make sure you talk to the arresting officer beforehand and get his side of things. But for criminal speeding, he said that it was between 90 and 110. So, active
Well, I
operating.
mean, I'd like to clarify, Your Honor. He said originally he thought it was around 110, or 100, sorry, and then reneged on that and said that he thinks he clocked him at around 90. And I don't know where
No, I don't
this
think.
level
I
of
clocked him at
uncertainty. Excuse me.
We'll suspend. Okay, please continue.
I don't know where the level of uncertainty comes in, but it's certainly not adding up to probable cause.
I mean, it could be on or about, and it's still fine. I mean, it's not great, to be honest with you. It's not, but it's still enough, in my opinion. It's still going to be 30 over either way. The one thing that the officer did not notice what the speed limit was. So that's not great, but I mean, this court can have common sense to know that, going either 90 or around 90 or 100 or around 100 is still going to be 30 over either way. So I'm going to find probable cause for that offense. For the reckless driving, he did say he ran a bunch of red lights. Usually that would not be enough, but considering that he was already speeding at the time and a bunch implies more than one, then that would be 3 traffic infractions for 2 or more red lights and then the speeding. So that's going to be 3 or more infractions. And
we do note that he didn't allege a time frame whatsoever.
Yeah, actually, he didn't allege a time frame.
He drove dangerously, so it already constitutes the offense. The offense states, or driving in a manner which disregards the safety of persons or property. He was driving
Just either
literally like an idiot in front of a car dealership.
Okay,
I did allege that.
The officer will not make characterizations about the defendant. We're driving in a manner which disregards the safety of persons or property in their vicinity.
I mean, Your Honor, we have to think here. The officer did not allege that there was any harm or threat to safety, or to the effects of property of another person. Like, there's nothing there alleged on that regard.
Which disregards the safety of persons or property. He did say that it was the safety of people in his testimony. He did say that. So,
which people?
He didn't say which people, but he just said people generally. Just safety of persons or property in their vicinity.
It's not clearly alleged. There can be no.
I gotta go, but I'm gonna be on DC.
I'd remind Chief Judge Arthur Chen of the 5-minute limitation.
Okay. Judge Britt, hold on.
Average, shut up. Sorry.
Oh wait, someone cuff him!
didn't
Someone
write- I
cuff
didn't
him!
write
Someone
the
cuff
rules.
him! Yo, someone cuff him!
You got an issue, you speak to
Yeah,
the
thank
enforcement beyond. I didn't write the criminal procedure.
Okay. We'll do. I'm inclined to agree with the officer in the sense that it's safety of persons or property in the vicinity generally, and we can make a reasonable assumption that he was endangering the people around him and not somebody who was across the map. So, yeah, we're gonna go with that. I'm gonna find probable cause on both offenses. State, do you have any recommended penalties?
Honestly, just due to the detainment time here in court, we'd go for the minimum penalty.
Okay. Mr. Feelings?
A fine in conjunction to a low fine in conjunction to time served seems appropriate.
Okay. I'm going to be issuing, let's see. All right, I'll be issuing a fine. I'll fine. So the reckless driving has a fine of $550 and the criminal speeding has a fine of $650. So total, that would be what? Like 12.
We actually, Your Honor, we asked that those amounts be reduced.
Well, hold
in, in
on. So total it would be 1200, right? So we're gonna do. Let's do. Let's see. What's the lower count? Let's cite them. We'll have.
Let's head back to the 80s. The kings of 80s pop soul, Hall and Oates.
We'll do this as a.
Can someone do that for me?
Yeah. Here, I can issue it myself. Let me see. What's your client's name? Black Knight. Okay, tell your client that I'm issuing him a $500 fine for his
Oh, he's in here.
actions. I'm issuing a $500 fine for his actions, and that he must pay this fine within 1 hour to the front desk of this court, and that failure to pay within 1 hour will result in a warrant for arrest.
Hey, are there anybody is there a mod on the server that can start kicking like vacant people? We have the Secretary of State, the elect trying to get in to take his oath.
Oh, okay. We're gonna adjourn our probable cause hearing to do that as soon as he gets here. Pay within 1 hour.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go to my haircut. I'll see you guys.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Type.
There you go.
All right, Mr. Feelings, does your client understand the
I don't know. Apparently, he can hear.
Okay, it's probably some cop bolt then. All right, cut him loose.
Come on, uncuff this man, please.
Oh, hello. This guy looks like
Thank
he's
you.
good.
We do have another guy.
In
lock
the
up
back?
right now.
All right,
Oh,
Judge Britt.
No, we do not.
Okay, Judge Britt or Judge Tony, do you want to preside over the next hearing until the Secretary of State-elect gets in here?
Oh.
Hey, yeah, take the chair. Wait for the Secretary of State-elect to join
I'm
us.
setting the timer. Mr. Not Ceilings, if you say anything mean, I'll be telling on you. Alright. Jackie. Okay. You're the arresting officer, correct? Oh, do you want to bring him up there, or are we going to do it in game?
What? For
Because you know how it brought, like, okay, you want to type? Okay, but can you hear me? Alright, you have found that the testimony you will provide will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under the pains and penalties of perjury. Okay,
Can someone sit down
what do
this
you-
sniper all-star guy? What the hell, bro?
yeah, can we, thank you. Can you, what are the alleged charges for the, defendant? Okay. I do need to. Okay. Can you provide a statement in regards to the? Okay. Can you provide a statement in regards to what occurred?
It's Cara here, bringing you nothing but the absolute finest in 30 years of pop and classic dance music. Anyone, I mean anyone, who doesn't like pop music is a superior, smug, self-satisfied wanker. And I can say that because it's not rude in this country. So don't be a wanker, please. For your own good. Nobody likes a wanker. Don't want to fall in love
Okay. Could you just repeat the first message? It didn't show. I only saw the second one. It was just a glitch or what? Okay. Does the state have any statements you want to make before we go to the defense? Thank you, Mr. Chappie.
Nothing else, Your Honor. Just the state believes this is pretty cut and clear grounds for probable cause here.
Mr. Not Ceilings, are there any statements you'd like to make for your client?
We just question, Your Honor, whether the statute for evasion could be applied here, seeing as the officer made no testimony whatsoever regarding a clear order to stop or identification as police, whether that be by verbal commands or by police equipment per the statute, and no mention of anything of that nature, nor a reasonable distance for its activation was alleged. And I think that there is clear probable cause for ATM fraud, but not for evasion in this matter.
Mm-hmm. Would the state have any response to that?
Yes, Your Honor. We believe that, given the officer's statements, given taking them as they are, first of all, probable cause was already established in the ATM tampering case, in the ATM tampering incident. So, and the defense is recognized as such. As for determining whether there was probable cause for evasion, well, the officer clearly stated that the suspect was evading him, and the suspect was in the commission of a crime, which we have already established probable cause for. So it is more than reasonable to also establish probable cause for evasion, given the description of events.
Okay. I'm going to answer finding a probable cause for the ATM fraud and a finding of no probable cause for the individual shall be charged. You just get up. Does the state have any recommendations for the ATM fraud? As I believe it's either a fine or imprisonment.
Yeah, minimum, whatever the statutorily minimum requirements for detainment are.
Well, we've got $800 fine and 10 minutes imprisonment.
You
Well,
believe,
given
Your Honor, that
let me clarify. Given that it is a crime, we would move for the minimum but imprisonment.
Okay. Does the defense have any recommendations they'd like to make?
yes, Your Honor, we believe that seeing as this is not a simple arrest, but he has been fairly compliant sitting here with us, he should receive a fine instead, and any would-be term of imprisonment would go to time served.
Okay. Given the nature of the events that have occurred, I'm going to give a time of minimum imprisonment, whichever that may be. I'm not aware of the exact range which the system allows, but the minimum which the system allows is to be imposed. Mr. Chappie, if you can proceed. How many? Did he say $100 per feelings? It was, right?
I think so. 500 plus 100 per. Oh, there's another person. Oh my god.
Would you
Could y'all stop allegedly doing crime, please? What the hell, bro?
hello. Alright, would you like to bring the interview forward? 1 minute, let me make sure I didn't find my chip.
And there goes another one. one comes out, one goes in.
This is like the UK judicial system. Okay.
Right.
Alright, let me just set the timer quickly because otherwise my chips are gonna burn. There we go. Alright, please bring the individual over to Mr. Not Stealings. Is the officer in the stage? Oh, that doesn't sound good. You can keep them. You can keep them detained. Just like yeah. Just okay, cool. All right. Are they in the VC? Oh, sorry, in the X Dynam man.
He is.
Okay, cool. Yeah, bring over here. All right, cool. Okay, X Dynaman X. Do you affirm that the testimony you provide will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under the pains and penalties of perjury? Hello? You swear. Okay, cool. What are the charges that the defendant is alleged of committing? Okay, please give a statement regarding the defendant's actions that constitute that crime.
I love this one. Mystique with Scandalous.
Fuck.
Order in the gallery.
Let the record reflect that the defendant just claimed that the chase was 10 seconds.
Your Honor, my client has not been offered his rights nor Miranda. And is currently in custody, so that cannot be used against him.
Can you ask your defendant or your client, sorry, to please be quiet? Because yeah, there's no time. We'll be giving Miranda from now on, then, Mr. Not Ceilings. I appreciate your due diligence in the matter. Yeah, go ahead. Okay, does the state have any additional statements they wish to make?
Yeah, the state would just like to remind this court that the defendant, was firing the shots in the direction of the officer, which should be more than enough to establish probable cause for the attempted murder, in the sense that, of course, if you are discharging a firearm towards the direction of a law enforcement officer, firearm is a weapon of lethal force, and courts have established that it is a tool to kill, and I am sure I can find the case law where this has also been established, should the court require it, should the defense require it.
Okay, would the defense like to make any statements regarding this matter?
We would just note, Your Honor, that the shut up. Don't say things.
I would remind the defendant that they have the right to remain silent, but anything they do say can be used against them in a court of law. They have a right to an attorney, and one has been provided them by the state in this matter.
As far as attempted murder goes, Your Honor, there's no mention of intent whatsoever. I think that the conjecture that my client, was attempting to kill the officer is nothing but a mere assumption here, and does not rise to the level of probable cause. Especially when the first alleged offense, which is not charged here for some reason, and that's not admissible, but whatever, was a traffic infraction. Seems like a reach.
Okay. Does the state have any response they'd like to make?
Yes, Your Honor. As I said previously, courts have long established that firing a firearm towards a individual is grounds for attempted murder. After all, should have the bullets struck the officer,
Order
she
in the
would have most
gallery.
likely. Excuse me?
No, not you. The person who keeps yapping. You continue.
Should have the bullets struck the officer, they would have died. The threshold for attempted murder is attempted murder, not murder. Nothing else, Your Honor.
Okay. The court will come to a finding of probable cause in this matter. While the court does appreciate the arguments made by the defense, considering the nature in which the defendant fired their firearm in a direction, I find a finding of a clear intention in this matter regarding the previous events, as the defense did mention. What I do appreciate their argument. So, in regards to sentencing, does either party have a recommendation?
Yes, the state would seek to impose the minimum statutory requirement for prison time.
Okay, just there's no fine, but Mr. Phoenix, any recommendation?
We would ask, I believe my client wishes to move for reconsideration on his own.
Yeah, Mr. Is he in VC?
Yes, he is.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
He is. I've provided counsel to him, but
I understand.
I believe he
just-
wishes to proceed
Mhm.
speaking on it in his own right.
Please just type in the chat because it's a real pain to get people up on the stage. We don't have long, so please make it quick. Hello. So to be clear, was he on or in your car? Okay. Can the officer confirm? Sorry, do continue, but can the officer confirm such events for the car? Or is there an individual in the suspect's car? The defendant's car, sorry. Who was wielding a crowbar. Yeah, no, I understand, but alright, continue, sorry. Was the officer and the suspect in the same direction? So you shot in the direction of the officer, but the suspect was not in that same direction. Would that be accurate? I don't want to misconstrue you. Okay, can you elaborate? Did you not shoot in the direction of the officer?
We're not stopping. Not until they extradite me.
I'm wondering, Your Honor, if the officer, sorry to just to jump in, I'm wondering if the officer if we could just get the officer to confirm that there was indeed a person.
Yeah, that's
because
what I was wondering.
if so, I'd actually be concerned about some kind of Brady violation, and that's a whole separate issue here. But
Wondering if we can get the officer to confirm. So there was a suspect.
okay.
Okay.
Mr. Such, sit down, please.
Your
Sit
Honor,
down,
there's
please.
no Walter, there's no need. The state will be withdrawing.
Okay. The court will be finding an alternate. The court will be finding a finding of no probable cause in this matter and ordering the immediate release of the suspect.
Oh my
Okay.
God!
That was,
Someone let this man go.
We're
Free
gonna
this man.
We're
He
gonna
didn't
go.
even need my help. He did it on his own accord.
Yeah, we didn't even need an attorney in this matter. He was there. We should take out your
We're gonna
pen,
quickly
please.
swear in the new Secretary of State real quickly. So
Okay, that's great.
Oh,
I'm gonna
hey,
get
can
my
we
script.
uncuff this guy, please?
Yeah, can we get him
He's
out of
a free man. He's a free man.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we're gonna have to do this way. So convening a special session of the
we will
Rivers
be
pursuant to
suspending
Article
probable
6.
cause hearing. Sorry, Arthur, I don't want to overtalk you. We will be suspending probable cause hearings at this time as no magistrate or judicial officer is available to take them. Therefore, officers shall not be required to provide or not be required to bring individuals here, even if they request such a hearing, due to the invalidity of judicial officers. So
Okay.
thank you.
Awesome. This will take quickly. We're convening a special session of the Ridgeway Superior Court to administer the oath or affirmation of allegiance and the oath or affirmation of office to the Honorable Dominic A.U., Secretary-elect of the Department of State. Would the Secretary-elect please present himself in the well? Looks like he has. Okay, so he says that he can't talk right now, so we're going to do it this way. Mr. Secretary-elect, can you please raise your right hand? Okay. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that you will be true and faithful to the state of Ridgeway and that you will not directly or indirectly do any act or thing injurious to the Constitution or government thereof, so help you God? No. You just got to say, I do. Okay. And do you solemnly swear or affirm that you will faithfully execute the office of Secretary of State for the state of Ridgeway, and will therein do equal right and justice to all persons to the best of your judgment and ability according to law?
It's Cara here, keeping all you well-medicated sun worshippers happy. Or trying to.
Okay. Congratulations, Mr. Secretary. We are, thank you. Sorry, Brett, to interrupt you. We just got to quickly do that. We're good to go.
Try to stay happy, Los Santos. Pop music, therapy, industrial strength antidepressants. The choice is yours. Do the lot. I mean, not all the antidepressants, just the recommended dose. In fact, don't do any. Throw them away. Turn up your radio and dance.
Judge Brett, do you want to take the chair?
About the auditions and rejections and revel in 3 minutes of bliss.
For the record, the state has left.
Okay.
Some
Also, I'm
classic
tired.
This is, of course, the
We can just for that. That's fine.
I got one of my masters today. We got shit to do.
No, fair enough. We are going to close the stage then. Thank you everyone for coming out. The reminder for you, the bar exam is open. Send me a DM, and there'll be inauguration tonight at 7 p.m. EST for the governor and lieutenant governor, probably in this stage. So stay tuned for that.
Are you going to pay not students?
Yes, I'm going to pay Nas Feelings. Sir, you are entitled to $1,000.